Hello everyone, Lid here. So this video will be about how to choose your map. And choosing in PoE in a nutshell just means try to increase the amount of loot and the quality of loot that you can get from your maps. And there's two major ways to do it. Number one is pack size. The second one is quantity and rarity modifier. For the pack size, it refers to monster density. Basically how much monster you can have inside one maps, because more monster you kill, you're going to get more loot. And in terms of monster, the most important one is rare monster and unique monster, because both of them have the most loot. So there's a few ways to increase your pack size or density inside the maps. Number one, there is some node on the Atlas tree, which I will show a bit later on. The second one is from your waystone. There is a modifier that's going to increase the number of rare monster inside your maps. And the third one is to add a mechanic inside your maps. And in terms of mechanic, I'm talking about breach, I'm talking about delirium, expeditions, and all that stuff. And for now, at least so far, the best mechanic that you can do to increase the density is breach. And this is because breach give a lot of monster and it gives a lot of rare monster. It also have a chance for you to have like multiple breaches inside your map. So if you get lucky, you can get it can get up to like I think 10, and that map is going to be really nice. So for now, breach is simply the strongest. I don't think there is another mechanic that even close to breach in terms of density. Even after the nerf, breach is still the best. So that's about the pack size. And the next one is the modifier of quantity and rarity. So for quantity and rarity itself, the quantity is going to increase the amount of loot that you're going to get. So let's say that if you kill a rare monster, it drops 10 items. If you have more quantity, then it will drop more than 10. It's like something like 12, maybe 15, and maybe 20 if you have a lot of quantity. And the rarity of item found is referred to the quality of the loot. For example, in PoE 2, there is an upgrade system. So like something like Transmute getting upgrade into a Regal, maybe a Regal getting upgrade to Exalt, and maybe Exalt getting upgrade to Divine. I do not know the specific tier of every currency. I don't think we have that data yet. But generally speaking, that's what Rarity did. And Rarity for now is really good. It's really powerful. It's probably going to get nerfed. But it's probably going to wait for a while, at least until January, because the developer is still on holiday break. There's a multiple way you can get the quantity and rarity. The first one is from the monster itself. If you fight rarity monster or unique monster, you will see that there have a list of modifier. And this list of modifier, each of them will give the monster quantity and rarity. So basically, the more modifier you see on the monster, the more loot they're going to drop. And the next one is from your waystone. There is a modifier in the waystone that give you increased rarity and increased quantity of item found, and that's the modifier that I'm usually going to look for. There is also another modifier that make your rare monster have one additional modifier that also give quantity and rarity to the monster. And the third one is from your tablet. Tablet also have a modifier that can give quantity and rarity, and this modifier apply to every single node inside the radius, and the radius of the tower is pretty big. So it's not only going to give you a mechanic, but it's also going to give you the bonus of the modifier for every single node. So this is why whenever you go to a certain area, you want to go to the tower first. And the next one will be from player. So from player, you only can get rarity. You can get it from variety of sources: ring, amulet, body armor, glove, boots. There is also a soul core that's going to give you rarity, although that soul core is pretty expensive, but you can stack a lot of rarity. And the next one, let's go into Atlas tree. This is another way you can increase the quantity and rarity. And if you see from my Atlas over here, I take a lot of the explicit modifier node over here. So this is 3% increase effect of modifier on your waystone, and this one gives 25% more effect on suffix and prefix. This one also increase effect of afflicted modifier for each modifier. So the more modifier you have, the more increased effect you're going to have too. Because I'm only run the map that have increased quantity and increased rarity, this basically going to give me more quantity and more rarity. And if you see over here, I also take some tablet effect, because tablet also give quantity and rarity, and this one give 20% chance for the tablet to have double effect. So once again, more quantity, more rarity. And this one is going to give more effect of modifier on your waystone per tablet affecting the area. This is also the reason why you want to clear the tower first before you clean the area. So the more tower that active with the tablet, the more effect of explicit modifier That's mean more quantity and more rarity. And another one is this one, that the evolution, they give 1 to 2 additional modifier. And like I explained earlier, more modifier meaning more quantity and more rarity. And this one is just to give me more rare monster. And for the bridge itself, this is the most important one, Rising Pyre. This will increase the monster density inside your bridge, and this will give you more monster from your bridge. And this node over here will give you chances to have additional bridge. If you get lucky and you proc 10 additional bridge, you're going to have a lot of monster. And if your map is really juicy, that map going to drop you a lot of currency. And for the last two node, I'm taking this one because my build is not a fast build. I can kill monster fast, but I cannot move fast. If you build something like that eye, which have like a tailwind, which mean you move at the speed of light, you probably want to take this one node over here. This will give you more collapse hand, and collapse hand is basically like a chest from the bridge, and whenever you click it or you move near it, it will open and will give you bridge splinter, and sometimes it does spit out currency too. So that's from the Atlas tree. I want to give some example on the maps itself, and I have cleared some of this area over here. You can see this area have like 5 tower over here, and the range of the tower is kind of buggy, so it doesn't really show. There's a way to fix it. Basically, you go to your waypoint over here, you go to Act 3, and then you go for refuge. You go to Secret Refuge. And when you click the map device over here, now you can see the area of the tower. This is probably a bug. It's probably going to get fixed. Once again, wait for January until developers are coming back from the holiday break. But as you can see over here, this area, this node over here, if I hover it off of them, you can see that I get 86% increased quantity of item found. And for something like this gives also 86%. And this one gives 70% and 11% rarity, because not all my tablets have quantity. Some of them have rarity. This one gives 51%. And this one gives 75%. So it's really depending on like how much overlap you can have for the tower. The more overlap of the tower you have, the bigger quantity or rarity you can stack on a single node. So for the map itself, I usually do most of my maps unless it have a very, very bad layout, like Augury, Creep. Both of them is really bad. But in general, Augury and Creep is probably two maps that I really, really hate because they have such a small space. So I really try to avoid that two maps. If I don't have to do it, I usually will skip them. So next, let's talk about how you can prepare your waystone. So for me personally, I'm only running T15, but if you do not have that much T15 yet, you can do T13, T13, T14, and T15. But in my case, I'm only running T15, so you can upgrade your waystone. Like this one over here. I can put them on the reforged bands, and this will give me T14s. It will upgrade the tier by 1. And another note is, if you pay attention on this one, all of my map is rare. If I put all the rare maps, this will give me also a rare maps. Normally, this doesn't matter if you on like trade side or if you already have some currency on you. But if you kind of short on currency, this is one trick that you can do. So you basically saving 1 alchemy. As you can see over here, I get 1 rare T15. So I will put on my T15 on the tab like this. Identify items. So the first step is I will take alchemy, I will take augmentations, and I will take regal. So I will go back to the step, and the first thing I will do is I will click the Aura of Alchemy. This will highlight all the map that have normal rarity, meaning this is white map over here. This doesn't have any modifier. And the reason why I want to alchemy them, because alchemy give them 4 mods. So if I give alchemy here, this will give them bunch of mods. And this gives me the best chance to hit the item quantity and item rarity. What I will do is, so I will alchemy all of them. And for the next step is I will click the augmentations. And when I click augmentations, and this will highlight a map that are blue, and it only have 1 mod. So what it does, it will give them additional mods. So I will augment all of them. And after that, I will use Regal. And Regal will highlight every blue maps. And if you use them, you will make them rare. It will give them one more modifier. So I will apply all the Regal orbs. Now every map here is already rare. And the next step is I will use something that called regex. And regex is something that you can put on this search bar over here. The first regex that I will use is the regex that's going to highlight every map that have item rarity and item quantity. So this one have item rarity, this one have quantity and rarity. And the next regex I will apply is going to remove the map that have the modifier that I do not want to run. For example, like this one have minus maximum player resistance. There's also one with penetrate elemental resistance. I do not want to run that one. This one have burning ground. Burning ground is pretty bad. And I also do not run a map like this that have monster elemental resistance because my build do cold damage. So this will reduce the damage by quite a lot. So every map that highlighted here is the map that I want. So like this one, it have rarity, it doesn't have the mod that I do not want. And this one have item quantity and rarity, it also do not have a modifier that I do not want to run. And I will put them in this tab. This is my tab. Basically, this is all the map that I'm going to run. And I will come back to here. And I'm only going to use the second regex. So I remove the first regex. And this will highlight the map that do not have the mod that I do not want to run. And the reason why I'm doing this, I will look for a map that have a prefix slot. So if you hover your map like this, you click Alt, you can see there is a prefix and there is a suffix. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can see over here there's a prefix, this is a suffix. So a map have maximum 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes. The first I will take some exalted orbs and I will look for a map that have a prefix slot. So like this one, it have 2 prefixes, so I can get 1 more prefix. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I try to hit the rarity and quantity. I do not get it, so I move to another maps. This one have 1 more slot, so I will slam them. And here we go, I got the rarity item found. So this map I can use. I will put them on my tab and I will go to the next map. And this one still have 1 slot on the prefix, so I will slam them. It hit suffix, so let's slam them again. Unfortunately, it didn't hit. And this one have already full prefix, so I will not exalted orb on this one. And I will move on another one. Basically, I will do this until I'm running out of maps. And basically, I'm trying to get as many maps with rarity and quantity as much as possible. So I will do all the maps. So this is all the map that I can get. I exalt a bunch of them. I get a bunch of some rarity, some quantity. So it's like 15 maps. So I will move them over here. So this is the map that I will use. Now I will come back to here again. So the next step is I will take file arts. And there is a 2 outcome from the file art that we want. Number 1 is it going to increase the tier from tier 15 to tier 16. And tier 16 is one way you can farm your level 20 gems. So if you find a node like this that have irradiated and it also have corruptions, and if you put T16 on this one, you can see over here it's a monster level 82. And in area level 82, you will have a chance to drop level 20 gems. And this is how you're going to get your level 20 gems. I personally do not do it. I sell all my T16 because I'm too lazy to do it. But if you want to farm your own level 20 gems, this is how you do it. And the second outcome that we want is for the file op to randomize all the modifier so we can get additional chance to get the map with the modifier that we want. So I will take my file orbs, I will file orbs all of them. And after this, I will just type 16 over here, and this will highlight all the T16. I will take the T16, I will put them into another tabs, and I will come back. I will put in the regex again, and this will highlight, and this one I get only 2, so it's a little bit unlucky, but the chance is pretty low. This is basically just trying to salvage as much as possible, and this is the map that I can use. So I will take these 2 maps, I will put them in this pile, and the next one I can do, I will remove the regex for rarity and item quantity, and I will leave this regex over here, which going to remove the map that have the mod that I don't want to run, and then I will manually check each one of them for a map that have a very high waystone chance. So let's see, we have 250, 295. You can use it. For me personally, I'm looking for something like 400 plus. So let's see, this one have 580. I will take this one. 360 is not bad if you want to use it. That's also pretty good. This one 400. Let's see. This one 535. And this one is 400. So I get like 4 maps, and I will put them on a separate tab. And this kind of map that have a lot of waystone drop chance, I will use, this is the map that I will use on Citadel. And the reason being, when you do a Citadel, you kill the boss, you will get crisis fragments. Let me show it over here. I think I have some of them. And this is one of them. This is the faded, this is the ancient crisis. There's a 3 type of fragment. But the point is, this fragment, you can get more than one. And how you get more than one is based on your waystone drop chance. So if you have a lot of waystone drop chance, you can drop more than one. For example, I think if I use something like 500, 600, I will get something like 3 to 4 fragments. Because Citadel is pretty hard to find, I try to get as much value as I can from the Citadel. So this is the map that I'm going to use exclusively for Citadel because it have a lot of waystone drop chance and it will increase the amount of fragment that I got. And for the rest of it, I either just vendor sell it or you can also sell it. I have a tab over here. This is the one that have like high waystone drop chance because some build can do the mod that I cannot do. So you can sell them. It's not selling super well, I will be honest. But you can try to salvage few exalted from it. And for the rest of them, usually I put them on this pile. Usually I will sell for like 2 exalt. This is like a random T15 corrupts. I really do not care much about this map. And if it doesn't sell, I running out of slot, then I will just vendor sell them. So basically whatever left here, I will just consider this is a loss. So if I can sell any of them, this is basically just an extra income. Some of you may be going to ask like, is it worth it to spend this much currency on the map itself? And for me personally, the answer is yes. Like I already buy quite a lot of expensive gear. I still have 18 divine. I think I supposed to have like 30 something, but I bought this jewel over here. This one I think is like 13 divine or something like that. I don't know. This is a pretty rough jewel to find. But the point is, I farm quite a lot of currency. I never lose currency by exalting my maps. But if you like pretty tight on currency, you can skip that step and you can run you can prioritize this kind of map for like a good layout, and for the bad layout you can use the rest of the maps. That's also something you can do. So you don't really have to go all out like this. For me, in my case, I already have quite a lot of currency. So I really don't mind spending some of exalt. And because I'm doing bridge, this one bridgestone is like 60 to 70 exalt. So I pretty much never lose currency by doing this. Also, not to mention all the crisis. I haven't sold all the crisis too. And you can also roll your tablet. For example, this is bridge tablet, which is mainly what I use for tablet because I'm running exclusively bridge. So what you can do with tablet is I will transmute them. Because you cannot alchemy tablet, so you can only transmute them, and I will augment them. So they have 2 modifier. And then I have a tab over here. This is for my bridge tablet, and I will use a regex for quantity and rarity. As you can see over here, this is the tablet that have quantity and rarity, and I will use this to filter it. And as you can see over here, I have bunch of them that do not have the quantity and rarity. So what I'm going to do with this, you can recycle your tablet. So basically I can put them here. If I reforge, this will give me a new tablet. Reforge, new tablet, reforge, new tablet. So I get 3 extra tablet and I can RNG them again. Did I get quantity? I get 1 quantity over here. So let's augment them. And put this one here. I can get this one. I still have some of them that I can do. And I did not get. So this is the tablet I can use, and I will put the tablet that I cannot use on here because I can always 3 to 1 them. So I get another chance to roll the tablet. So this is how I have all my tablets. So all my tablet will have quantity or rarity on them. So this is how I can stack a lot of item quantity and a lot of item rarities. So that's it about the video, and if you guys have any questions, as usual, leave in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. And if you like the video, consider like and subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. That will make the video perform better on the algorithms. Thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.